All right, so really quick, I'm gonna pull up my list stack now. I want to hunt down that guy that I spoke to earlier, that Arabic guy. I know his name was Muhammad. Why is it not at the top of my leads? Nobody should be calling right now. Something's not adding up here. David Adji. Where did all these come from? Is there someone dialing right now that's not on this Zoom? Let me see. Is Yusuf still on this call? So I don't know what the hell. Where updated leads are on the top.
Uh, Tevin, you're looking for Muhammad, correct? The one you dialed earlier.
Yeah, I don't know where he went. He was just here. And then, oh, I
You
moved him to
converted
buyer.
it. Yeah, exactly. He's a buyer now.
Buyer.
By the way, he's called Muhammad Qasim, so Kaseem. Yeah,
Now I
this
remember.
one. Yep.
All right, so let me play this for y'all, and then we can go from there. Did it not record that? Oh, don't tell me. Maybe it's in list stack. Okay, cool.
Hello.
Hey, Mohammed, this is Tevin with Flipping Detroit. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. Hey, I was just reaching out regarding your property on Warren Avenue.
Yes.
17010.
Yeah. Yes.
So you may have seen me online flipping Detroit. I just wanted to give you a call and see if that house was for sale by chance.
No, I've never seen you online, honestly, and it's not a house; it's a commercial property, and I am a real estate agent myself. So if I decided to sell it, I'll put it on the MLS. But thank you for the offer. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, let me ask you this, Mohammed, while I got you on the
Go
line.
ahead. Go ahead.
I have a property in the Parkland area, just outside of Dearborn Heights.
Yes.
I'm looking for 35,000. Could I send it over your way and maybe?
Sure. Yeah. Share it with me. I might have a client for it because I'm working with a lot of investors right now.
Okay. You're familiar with Parkland, right?
Parkland
Parkland Street.
Parkland Street.
Yeah, just outside. I just want to pause this. So the text message that I was trying to hunt down earlier, that I sent while I was on the phone with him, it did send. It just took a second to reflect here, but you can see here it did deliver. So one of my Arabic guys, I want you to follow up with him about that property. Because I have a buyer locked in right now for 33,500, but honestly, I think we can get 35,000, another 1,500. I think my Arabic guy is lowballing me. Really, we could probably get more, but I'd rather build the relationship with this guy. So just go ahead and offer it to him for 35. Tag already exists, Arabic. So anyone can follow up on the Arabic side of things. So let's go back here and finish the recording. Okay, you're familiar with Parkland, right?
Parkland
Parkland Street.
Parkland Street.
Yeah, just outside. It's Redford.
Oh, Redford. Okay. Yes. Yeah. It's on the other side of Dearborn Heights.
Exactly. Yeah. Technically, it's Detroit, but the mail still shows up as Redford. You know.
Okay. Yes. I know that. It's by the Ann Arbor Trail area and Warren Avenue, I think, that area.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm sending you the address now.
Okay.
It's clear to close.
Is it listed on the MLS or it's an off market?
You see how he wants to know if it's listed or off market? He's a realtor. And realtors want to buy off market stuff. I'm telling you, nobody wants to buy, as an investor, nobody wants to buy on market stuff because you're going to pay a premium.
Property.
Oh, no, off market, sir.
Okay.
So I just sent it your way. Just let me know if you're interested.
Okay. Yeah, send it and I'll check it out.
And I should have known better when I called him and I said, hey, I'm interested in your house at such and such street. I should have known better because it says property type retail store. But I was moving too quick. But I should have said, hey, I'm interested in your retail plaza. And the conversation probably would have went even better.
Yeah, my client was interested.
Yeah,
And if they're interested, I'll call you back for an access code to the property.
Yeah. I can meet you over there and show you the place.
Okay, no problem.
The seller's been fighting cancer for a while, so she just needs to sell it, the vacant property.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you look at the block, the whole block is gorgeous, man. It's all brick. So I sent it over to you. Let me know what you think, okay?
Yeah, please do. And if you don't mind, just also text me your contact information so I can save it in program it in my phone as well.
You should have it already in your phone. We'll talk soon.
All right, thank you. All right, appreciate you. Bye-bye.
So you can see, that's a great conversation. I want all of us to have 2 to 5 of these conversations a day each. I've already had 2, and I've only been dialing for an hour and some change. And I've already had 2 really good conversations. One with a buyer and one with a seller that we were just barely late. We were a week late. So even my offshore callers, I want you to be calling active leads. If you want to sell more properties, you need to be calling other people's leads and following up with them. Just a simple follow-up. Hey, I know you've been dealing with our team. We're still interested in buying your property. Just need to, get this price down a little more so we can get you closed out. However you want to word it. But don't sugarcoat it with sellers. Sugarcoating it in Detroit, you're setting yourself up for failure. This is not the city to sugarcoat anything. I'd rather be straight up with the seller and say, hey, the price is not making sense at this price. I need it at this price. Like Jonathan yesterday, I had the property on Tireman in Redford under contract for $50,000, verbal agreement. We went and saw the property. No way 50,000 would have worked. The seller at first told me she's not going below 50,000. So a weak negotiator would have said, man, she said she's not going below 50. There's no way I'm going to do it. Well, I called her back and I said, this house is not in the condition you told me it's in. I really need this for 20,000. But I know you're fighting cancer. I know you're dealing with some things and I know you need the money. So I'm willing to come up to 25,000 for you. But 50,000 is never going to happen in the condition that it's in right now. And she said, Tevin, only because of how you've been treating me with respect, and I can tell you're, good energy, I'll do it, but I really need you to get to 30,000. And then she went on and told me about how she needs the money for her cancer treatment. I probably could have stuck firm at 25 and got it done. But when they start talking about cancer and this, that, and the third, money is not as important anymore. So I'll take a couple $1,000s for her to have a couple thousand more for her expensive treatment, right? But I kept it very straight up. And I told her, I'm being transparent with you. You can like it or you can hate it, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it with you. I respect your time. And she said, I respect that tremendously. I can see how you're not sugarcoating it. I can see you're being transparent with me. So in return, I'll be transparent with you. But if I would have just been leading her on and then asked for another price decrease a week later, she would have said, this guy is a waste of my time. So it's better to get that no out of the way ahead of time than to wait sugarcoating it because you're afraid to speak your mind. You're just setting yourself up for failure. So if the asking price doesn't make you laugh, it's not low enough. So we got this for 30,000. I know we can sell it for 33.5 because I already have it accepted, but I think we can get more. So maybe that guy. So let's go back here. What's up, Jonathan?
No, I just wanted to touch base on the call yesterday that when she mentioned that she had another buyer that pulled out on her and didn't close. So I think us coming in at the right time really helped us get the house. And she's, obviously eager and motivated. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Hey, Tevin. All righty. Yeah, good stuff, Jonathan. I wish it was recorded because it was a classic call. I overcame a shit ton of objections, but it was a three-way call on my personal line, so it was not recorded. But this call here, this 9-minute David Agee call, that was recorded. So we can see that under activity log right here. Right here, 9 minutes, 33 seconds. So he was a missed call, guys. He called back twice, and we never called him back. He answered right away. So you can see what I told you about these active leads. These active leads answer right away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert him to a buyer because honestly, he has no use being a seller. He's a realtor. He's just going to list his properties himself, but he's a damn good Arabic buyer. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to exit out of this. I'm going to go back to David Agee and I'm going to convert him to a buyer. And I'm going to assign this to George and Abdul and Mahmoud and Munu and Yusuf, all of my Arabics. That way, Arabic speakers, that way you can, manage that. If he ever reaches out, you can manage that. All right. So now we're going to go back to list. I love this stuff, man. Like I could dial all day. So, Sean, I want you to reach out to Vicky for sure, build that relationship with her because I had the house sold already, and then she pulled out. I already had it sold for 70,000. I thought we had it for 60. So reach out to her, build your own relationship, and you never know what will happen. So let's call this next one. I'm gonna go to Douglas. So remember, I still got the filter attached. Until you click this X, you'll always have the filter turned on. So let's go here and let's dial this next one. So let me go back to the dialer view. So remember, to get back into the dialer view, you go to list view on the active leads. I'm under active leads, y'all. And I go to list view right here. And then I select all. And I go to select action right here. And I go to add to dialer. I'm gonna skip Vicky. So now legacy real estate is the first one for me to call. So I'm gonna go ahead and call lead. Check the activity while it's ringing. Check the notes. There's no notes again. So make sure y'all leave notes. I think I didn't. I think I'm a victim of that. Oh no, I did leave notes on the last one while I was on the call. So right away, I could see this person is asking for $100 million under activity log in the text. So I would probably skip it. Just from seeing that, I'd be like, all right, they ain't serious. And what I would do is I would add a tag and I would do stop. So even though they didn't say stop, if they're saying they want $1 billion for a property, add the stop tag. That way we can get rid of them later and go to the next. Since there's a high answer rate with this, boom, I could see he said patent is available. So right away, I'm calling this notes. So there's no notes. So that's strange. Maybe we never talked to them. Maybe it was just a text conversation. I could see he called us, missed call. Pembroke. Yeah, so this is something I'm calling. Like I could see there's good conversation, but there's no notes. And I noticed like Colleen really never left notes in the system. So make sure y'all leave notes. That way your next person. So same thing. If I don't get an answer, I'm on to the next after 3 rings. L Home Mortgage Trust. Check the activity. No notes. No, it's not for sale. And we're going till 1 o'clock, and then I'm gonna do like questions and answers until.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing? This is Tevin, the owner of Flipping Detroit. How are you? Hello? Yeah, so he ain't with it. So let's go to the next one. We're gonna go to other, call next contact, call lead. Hey, Steven. Hey, Steven, this is Tevin with Flipping Detroit. How are you, boss?
Good, sir.
Good, good. Hey, I know you've been talking to my team for the last few months here, but I wanted to formally give you a call regarding 7324 Northrop. 17324 Northrop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17324 Northrop. Yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot the address to my own home.
Hey, man, it happens to the best of us. If someone wanted to know all my houses, I wouldn't be able to tell them either.
No, 55.
But the reason I'm reaching out, Steven, I was seeing if there was a price that I could purchase that off of you.
Yeah, it's a nice house. Bringing me in some pretty decent rental income.
Oh, I've already drove.
And I'm just happy.
I've already drove. I already drove past it, so I know it's nice. How much a month in rent is it bringing?
55.
How much in rent?
1,300 a month.
Oh yeah, that's a good rent roll. How long they been there?
He's been there about 3-4 years.
Okay, so he's on a 12-month or a month to month?
12 months. Yeah, coming right back. Going to the bank.
Okay. Is he a Section 8 or is he a private?
Private, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, good time.
Okay.
They're reliable.
And it's fully turnkey, right? The whole inside is fully renovated?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And do you have an idea of how much you want to get for that?
No less than 100.
100. So that would put me at about 1.3% loan to value. I really like to be around 1.5% rent to value. You follow me? So you got me at 1.3. I really see. I'm a big landlord in the city, so like for me, it's like I like to buy stuff around the same price point. 1.3 for the 48219 is not horrible, but I'd like to get down to the 1.5. So let me run that number on 1300 and tell you what that would look like. Hold up.
Okay.
So that would look like I would need that 86,000.
Gotcha. Okay. That's probably the most reasonable
86
number I've heard.
And that's cash. You know, I don't fuck around. I could send you my YouTube channel, Flipping Detroit, send you my Facebook and Instagram. You might have seen me. I don't know. A lot of people have. I run a lot of
that might be, man. Oh yeah, shoot me a YouTube link. I'll let her check it out.
Yeah, man. I try to teach people, you know, how to invest in this crazy ass city. But
yeah, it is. I only got 5 investment properties. 4 of them are 2-family flats.
I wouldn't say only. That's a decent portfolio, boss. Let me ask you this on another note, since you got 4 or 5 multifamilies, I would assume you're utilizing debt service coverage ratio loans, right? DSCR loans?
Yeah, I'm not that educated with that talk, sir.
Man.
Layman terms me.
So let me put you on game, okay? Because we're in the same boat.
Okay.
So in Detroit, every time I buy a duplex or a multifamily, the first thing that I do after I fix it up is I go to my debt service coverage ratio lender and I pull all the equity out of the place. Since it's a multifamily asset, they're going to base it off of the rental income. It does not need to be fully occupied. It just has to have a lease in place. So what I do is I get my other LLC to sign a 12-month lease on all the units. So let's say it's a 3 unit. I'll have my LLC sign a lease on all three at the going rate for the area. So let's say it's $1,500 per unit. So I'll sign a lease for $4,500 a month to my LLC. I'll then hand that lease to my DSCR, debt service coverage ratio loan lender, and they're going to take that income and typically do it around a 6 cap. So what you do is you take that $4,500 a month and you divide that by 6%. Sorry, $4,500 a month times 12, and you divide that by 6 cap. So that property, I'd be appraised at around 900,000. Okay. You're never gonna get that kind of appraisal, or you're never gonna get that on the market trying to sell it. You're only gonna get that if you do a DSCR loan. Now that's kind of a crazy scenario. The best is around like a 350,000 appraisal in Detroit.
Oh, so you just started breaking up real bad the last 20 seconds.
So let's say your property is appraised at 400,000. You said you got a fourplex? You got a 4-unit?
Yeah, I got 4. Nope, only got 4 2-family flats.
Okay, so you got all duplexes. So let's say one of the duplex appraised for 300,000. Let's just use round numbers. Let's say my lender appraises it for 300,000, fully occupied. So both sides occupied.
Right.
You'll be able to pull out on that. You'll be able to pull out 225,000 cash, and you can't get taxed on debt. So that's tax-free money. So you could take that 225,000 that you just got, and you can go out and buy more property. This is called the
Holy shit.
And brother, you wouldn't believe how many multifamily duplex owners in Detroit call me and they're like, man, I had no idea I could pull my money out. I thought I'm just gonna get the rent every month.
That's all I've been doing, man, and half-ass doing that with these private.
Here's the thing. You only get taxed on rental income as a real estate investor. So you want your rental income to be as little as possible. So let me give you a scenario. Let's say on that 300,000 appraisal duplex, you're getting 3,000 in rent, 1,500 per unit, right?
Right.
But let's say when you pull the 225,000 out, let's say your debt payment is 2,000 a month. Well, you're only getting taxed on 1,000 a month now.